The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
If you're building or buying or selling a home, the Real Estate Crew's got news for you at the Real Estate House Party.
With attorney Rick Carter,
Real Estate House Party.
paralegal Kathy Holtshouser,
Real Estate House Party. Come in, have fun.
and comedian Tony V. Now, here's real estate attorney Rick Carter.
Welcome and thanks for joining us here at the Real Estate House Party.
You are right on today.
On cue, and we can't forget our other co-host, Artie Januario.
So happy to be here. They're holding me hostage once again.
and hopefully we get through everything today, or you're going to have to come back next week. But,
All right. Well,
all right.
He has nothing else to do.
I'll wear the same clothes.
All right.
Okay.
I might wear the same hat. If you guys can remind me to wear this hat.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of hat is that?
It's just a running hat.
It's a running hat.
Yeah. So just remind me for next week.
It's from the, it's all ripped.
Now I can't see it for the rest of the show. I hope that's
Now you
okay.
can see
I
nothing.
know. Thank you. So one of us have a show this week with Bill Burr.
One of us does.
Yep.
And it's not me.
It's never me.
It's never me.
He
So,
asked me, but I had to.
Process of elimination.
so you excited? You ready for it? You
Yeah.
good? Yeah.
It's
You're not going to be
always
nervous,
a lot
are
of
you?
fun. I get
Nervous.
nervous a little bit.
No, you don't.
You do not.
I do.
You do not.
You don't want to. You don't want to screw up.
You're not going to
You're not gonna
screw
screw
up.
I haven't yet, but you never know.
You never know. There's
Yeah.
always that
And it-
first time.
Yeah.
Well, you stop it. You're just naturally funny, so even if you do screw up, it's still going to be
They
funny.
don't know.
You screw up in a
right.
funny way.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, well, that guy was horrible. Yeah, but he was
Yeah.
in a horribly
Some
funny
of
way.
Horribly
some of
funny.
the funniest you are is when the crowd isn't good.
Oh, I
So-
love a bad crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you love a bad crowd.
Train wreck.
Well,
Oh,
you,
train
well,
wreck.
you've
There's
been an
nothing
audience.
you've been an audience. I have said that before.
I've been there. And
You would- yeah,
I laughed
you-
as I couldn't have laughed any more than that
Yeah,
one. So,
yeah.
that
I
was.
did a auction yesterday for the Jimmy Fund,
Oh, nice.
and it was Bill Lee was there. Lou
Was it at a
Merlone.
golf
He
course?
is
It was
a-
at a
It
golf
was
course.
Bill
pouring
Lee is-
rain. It was
Yeah.
raining all day.
Yeah, I didn't golf. I just
They
did.
did that?
Was
did,
that your
yeah.
golf? Oh, no.
No, no.
Different golf day.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that one.
And
It's always fun golfing in the rain.
Ray Bork was there,
Nice.
and a lot of athlete stuff. It was a lot of fun. We raised money for the Jimmy Fund with Jamie Parker, and Bill Lee is out
He's
of
crazy.
his mind. He's,
Oh, yeah.
he's 75, maybe 76, something
Wasn't
like
he just in the hospital? He passed out or
Yeah,
something on
he's
a
been
mound?
passing out. He told me a story, and he was pitching for the Savannah Bananas.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like a show.
Oh,
it's
it's
baseball,
unbelievable.
but it's,
Does
Does he
it's
pay
really
pitch
funny.
for them? That's cool.
Yeah, he
They're
pitches
very
for them.
I thought he was a basketball player.
No. And
Yeah, that's what I know.
All right, there's
he
the show from the
collapsed.
blonde point of view.
yeah, he
I'm not
collapsed.
blind.
He collapsed on the mound, and it happened to be First Responders Day. So he
good.
had all these people around him.
Wow.
And they break out the paddles.
No.
Yeah, and they
nice.
paddle him, and he's laying there, and they paddle him again. But he's awake, and he's going,
I know.
Stop paddling me. I'm fine. And they paddle him again, because they paddled him about 4 or 5 times. He goes, I'm
No,
fine.
okay. My heart is
I'm not-
beating.
You just want to use the equipment now.
That happened last year at Pie Night.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
all
we
the
lost somebody.
firemen were
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
And the guy passes out.
Yeah.
And they're all running over looking for the paddles.
How do you plan that, right?
I know. So, but still, they're all running around looking for paddles. I don't think Prince is quite equipped the
You
same
should
way.
have an AED system on the wall of any
Yeah, the
public place.
defibrillator.
Supposed to.
Yeah. It
What
should
about the
be.
time you were having some sort of procedure and you woke up from the anesthesia
Oh, I was-
and they were talking about him and he goes,
Am I
I
supposed
can
to?
hear you guys.
Am I supposed to be awake through this whole thing? What? Oh, no.
No, goodbye,
And
Mr. Carter.
Then at one point, I've done that with my dentist before, and I'm supposed to be pretty much out on that. And they say, "Ooh, I hope that doesn't drop down his throat." I'm thinking, "Hey,
Hey,
Hello.
I'm fat. I'm not deaf.
and I don't want to die." I golfed with Bill Lee once, one of those celebrity tournaments. He is wacky as they say.
He's
come.
nuts.
I
I
saw-
was having a colonoscopy once.
Yeah.
And, they
Nice.
tell you to count back from 100. And at like
get to about
96,
4. Right.
and the last thing I hear is, "I've never seen that before."
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah, and I go, and then I'm out. I go,
What haven't you seen?
"What haven't you seen?" And they were talking about something else.
Yeah.
You know, I found out afterwards, but that's the last. I go,
Did you ever think that you could defy the medicine? They said count from 10 backwards, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to get to 1.
yeah, no, you
And
never.
it's like
It is
10,
amazing,
They know what they're
9,
doing.
boom.
Yeah.
Artie, how do they do that?
Do what?
You're like a.
With
I
propofol.
wasn't listening. Something
He's
about-
passed out now.
Who invited him
Took a
anyway?
little ether on the way in.
You know, during that whole thing you were talking, I got all the way to 2.
From 100.
All right, this is
Well,
the
that
last
beat your old
time.
record.
Don't get used to him because this is the last time he'll be invited.
No, I got a lot of comments about all 3 of you this week.
Really?
They said Artie's very
From the
fun.
Board of Pharmacy, probably.
You're retired. It's okay.
Hey, was there any comments about my shirt?
Only from Artie.
Okay.
Sorry. Never again.
I had to find a high neck shirt for Artie.
Because you knew
today.
Artie was on.
Yeah.
Huh? All right, don't embarrass Artie in front of the
know.
whole world here.
Oh, Artie, it's
And
okay.
they keep talking about how
Yeah.
Tony knows so much about real estate now and how smart you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, yeah, we got quite a crew here.
All right.
And
But wow.
our numbers are good.
I think they're great. Good. I think they're great. I wish we had a
Chrissy's
producer here.
crying, so I don't know.
So I figure we had Artie on today. Artie's kind of like, he's like the uncle in charge of safety around. I just
Yeah.
feel secure. You know,
He's very
you got us
safe
through COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes you feel secure.
He's aware of things.
I
he
never
is.
know if he's lying or not.
No, but in your posts, you're never lying.
No. I'm
Right.
very-
So I would listen to you first and then Dr. Fauci. So
Well,
that's
somebody yesterday said to me, my arm is really sore and I'm really fatigued. The other day, I had a flu shot and a pneumonia shot
yeah.
in different arms. I said,
that
you
would-
should have called me first. He goes, yeah, they said I got to come back for my pneumonia shot in a month. I said, well, that's the old one because now they have a pneumonia shot, Prevnar 20. There's just one shot and you're all set. And he goes, yeah. And I said, well, are you sure it's a pneumonia shot that you got? And he goes, yeah, it's HepLav B. I said, well, that's hepatitis.
Right.
So he goes, they told me it was pneumonia. I said, well, they screwed you. And first of all, hepatitis is a 3-part shot, not 2.
All right.
He goes, I'm going to sue them. I said, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's do it.
I said,
Let me know how you make out
tell
with
your
that.
doctor first. There's a whole process. Tell your doctor, write to the pharmacy manager, complain to them, then complain to the corporate, his boss, and everything.
And he'll be dead
they'll-
before,
Oh, but they'll settle for he'll get like $100,000.
No way.
Yeah,
Really?
I'll tell you
I'm
who
going
it
to
is
go in
later.
for a
Really? I
Hep
know.
C shot.
Just go in and ask for something. I want to.
Do you ever give?
They need Morgan and Morgan.
Yeah.
Exactly. If I had to do it over again, that's what I would be, a personal injury lawyer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For Morgan and Morgan.
You got to be
Yeah,
one that
anybody.
just refers everything out, though, because
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you can do the ads all day long.
I want to do my own ads.
Oh yeah,
That'd be great.
Yeah. But you,
Yeah.
you don't have to go to court at all. You just refer everything
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Well, listen, if I had to do everything all over again, I'd still want to work at a real estate law
Oh,
office.
that is so
Well,
good.
that's true.
She wants a week off in February. I already know it.
she
She-
Oh, and
she asked for a
April
cruise.
and October.
She wants to
And
do
All right, Artie, let's get back to that. You ever have, not you, of course, any pharmacists give out the wrong prescriptions?
Oh, yeah.
You have?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I never did.
No, you wouldn't do
Once
that.
wrong strength, but I caught it before the person left. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
It was the way that they wrote it. They wrote 5.0 milligrams.
they meant to put 0.5.
No. No, they were supposed to put 50.
Oh.
But for some reason there was a dot there, and I just processed it and said, well, all right,
Yeah.
5 milligrams, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And it was 50.
How much is that worth, wrong prescription
I
given?
don't know. I
I
don't
know,
know the
I know.
liability.
But you caught it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, not in yours, but you've heard of other pharmacists.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong drug, right drug, wrong strength is less than
Especially if it's a
completely
less-
wrong drug.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're getting those. So I figure we have you on today, so I'm kind of increasing the envelope of what you can talk about, or but like I was thinking about safety for brokers and sellers.
Oh, yeah. As far as their prescriptions go?
No,
No.
no, just in general, because we don't seem to talk about that too much, and we worry about our concern.
I can
for-
poison somebody, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, if they, there's-
If they deserve it.
right.
Yeah.
And that, untraceable.
So,
I know all the
so if you
untraceable.
poison,
Let's talk later.
You poison someone. If you poison someone, they fall. If they die in your house, do you have to disclose that?
No, only if
No,
you're
they
asked.
only
You
if you're
guys are
asked.
so good.
Only if
That's
you're
so
asked.
scary. So that's good.
But
That's
hold
good.
on. What about paralegal? Real estate paralegal safety? Because we had a closing a couple years ago, right? And the guy goes, we say it's not closing, and he goes, the hell it's not. I'm showing up. I'm coming there right
yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah.
Me and whoever I was working with, like, locked the doors,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, he could have had a gun or
You don't
something.
know.
Yeah.
Maybe brokers should carry guns.
And then the loan officer said, don't lock him out of the office.
Of course, you're locking them out of the
Yes, I
office.
am
I was the one
locking-
who told you that.
Yeah.
Guns, yeah. How about pepper spray? Do you know anything about pepper spray?
I
heard-
have some in the
Do you?
car. Yeah.
What do
Now, you
need it
can't
for?
get that sent to your address. That's illegal, but it's legal to carry
But
pepper
in some
spray.
states, you can just buy it at a police supply store.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So you can buy
New
it, but
Hampshire.
not. You can't have it sent
You can
to
buy
you.
it, but you can't use it.
I gave
You
my
can use it.
daughters pepper spray when they went to college.
You did.
I said, just carry this on your bag or in your pocket, wherever you go. They never had to use it, I
Yeah.
put it on pizza. It's really good.
Well, that's what I use instead. I just have hot peppers and use my breath
Yeah.
as pepper spray.
I keep the shaker of the
Between
crushed
that and
pepper.
cigars, people go, I'm
Yeah,
not going to
yeah,
mess
yeah.
with this
I
guy.
get-
I'm all set
yeah,
with you.
I'm good.
I get the shaker. with the
Shaker,
crushed
yeah.
So that's what you do in an immediate situation.
All right,
Yeah.
so should real estate agents carry pepper spray?
What do you guys think?
Sure.
Figure it out.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Okay, where would they get it?
At a police
Artie?
supply store.
What if they're not a police?
Well, you can still buy it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they still sell that
Where's a
stuff.
police supply store?
There's one in Billerica. There's one in Dracut. There's
Okay.
one in Lowell. There's
one
one
in
in
some-
Tewksbury.
Wow.
They're all over the place.
I've never laid eyes on a police, and I'm a shopper.
Nothing in Lynn.
No. Obviously.
People buy that stuff and pretend like they're policemen and
Yeah.
pull people over.
You can get it
They even get
online,
the little
too.
red light you can put on top of the car.
But you just said you couldn't
you?
have it.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have it mailed to you, right? I believe.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, so Google that if you are interested. But I think you do have to.
Pepper spray is good, though.
It does. Gets right in the eyes, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe get a pit bull.
I carry it with me when I go walk at night because there might be a dog or a coyote or,
Yeah.
or a squirrel or something really
you?
bothering me.
Yeah, the squirrels are the worst.
I hate them.
Yeah.
Vicious.
They're
Vicious.
crazy. They're
Well,
like,
they can be.
They can be.
They have rabies.
they're like tree rats.
They are tree rats. Yeah.
Anything. Cockroaches, spiders.
You would pepper spray any of them?
everything. Yeah. Yellow jackets, monarch butterflies.
They're the worst. What about the moths that could eat your clothes?
What about those annoying flies?
When I go fishing, I pull them up and spray them, put them back.
It's a good idea.
They're all over the place.
All right, so thumbs up. They might want to carry pepper spray.
Yeah.
How
All
about
right.
not going alone to a...
That's a good one. I
You're
think
talking
Well,
about
yeah.
an open house?
If we're
You're talking
talking about a real estate agent going, hosting an open house,
Yeah.
Yep.
there's a couple things that I've heard is leave your purse in the car
That is on my list.
Oh.
Why would you do that?
so that
Well, I'll tell you.
so nobody will steal it.
That's
I mean,
as far as
No,
she
no,
got.
no.
That's as far as she got. Leave it in the car.
No, it's obvious reasons so they won't steal, but this is what they're also doing, dropping something in the pocketbook and then tracing where you're going.
Right.
So if you don't have a pocketbook, it's harder to drop things in.
well, why do they care where you're going?
They
so they
wanna
could
harass
attack you.
Attack you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So like if you were a predator, I know you're not, but if you were, and the
don't know
open
he's
house is a great place. Well, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that so he
I
doesn't
know.
feel bad
Well,
about
you should
himself.
get the Predator's Handbook. They must
Look at it
sell-
from their
I think,
perspective.
Yeah.
I think we wrote it on this show.
Yeah.
There. I think we got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we keep telling
So,
people what to do.
So they
And
were
there's another
they would
one.
track where you were going?
Track where you go. Like so,
Yeah,
say
yeah.
the real estate agent woman shows up at an open house. She does her thing. The predator came in could drop like a
Put a
tracker
tracker.
in her phone. I mean, in her
And
purse.
follow her home. Or
Yes.
Yeah.
The other thing that I heard was that you should always bring a buddy. Like,
guys,
Here's another question. Where do you get one of those tracker things?
oh, those are easy. You could do like a
Pepper spray is hard to get, but you can
track-
track
I think-
anybody.
doesn't Apple have a?
yeah, they're called ear tags.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
can put them on your luggage.
Or your car.
Yeah, yeah.
Or anywhere.
You can track
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
How about
Or
how,
on your teenager.
Yeah. How about
Yeah.
this? Don't go right home.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
Right.
But like this can also be used for everyday people.
Exactly.
But like
well, that's what we're all about.
Be
We're
aware.
We're just trying to,
Well, there's another scam out there that like someone leaves supposedly $100 bill on your windshield, and you're coming out of the mall.
Yeah.
You go to get in your car, and you're like,
$100.
$100 bill.
Yeah.
You hop out, they take you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Why would they waste 100?
I
mean, they-
I do it
gonna
for
blow-
20. Sure.
I don't
He's
know.
trying to shoot a lot of holes in a lot of these.
$100 $100 bill's gonna blow away during the scuffle.
I would just say to him, $40, I'll take you to dinner first.
yeah.
All right, back to the open houses. You guys hitting all these. Don't let people go on their own.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I have
It's
plans
10 minutes.
later.
There's that old joke about the Home Depot parking lot
Oh, what's that?
where, guy comes out to another guy. He goes, hey, I want to warn you, there's a scam going on here. He goes, yeah? He goes, yeah, two beautiful girls will come up to you and offer to have sex with you in your car. And when you go in there, you'll be having sex with one of them and the other one will take your wallet. The guy goes, oh, you don't have to tell me that. Last week I lost 2 wallets.
Oh boy.
Good for him.
All right. All right. Open houses. Don't do them alone. You should notify people in your office what you're doing. Watch out for the groups at the end of open houses. Police say that's when they get a few people in there.
Distraction.
You, and then they start going through. It could be minor stuff, but going through medicine cabinets.
Medicine chest.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Grabbing the medicine, the computers. So you're not supposed to leave computers out, but you don't want to leave any mail out.
Right.
In the
Females you can leave out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
females are fine. This is why we have them on.
Well, the end of the day, that's when most of the drugstore robberies happened.
Right.
Bank robberies first thing in the morning. But,
Really?
What's
yeah.
the reasoning for the pharmacy?
They have
Because they know the guy and the people. Usually, by that time, the pharmacist maybe wants to catch up on stuff, lets all his help go.
Yeah.
It's kind of slow. There's nobody around.
Yep.
It's usually very dark
Yeah,
and
the
cold,
computer or
especially in the
whatever.
winter.
Yeah.
And so then they'll just come in with the gun, and it's like, give me everything, and they say, okay. But
Yeah.
I'll give you half, but I'm going to report to the insurance. I'll give you everything.
I'm going to keep half
We'll
myself.
split the cash.
And
you make
remember,
a deal with the guy.
remember if they ask you,
Just put the
took
gun down.
everything.
Just put the gun down.
No
we
need
can
for
work
we
this
can,
out.
we can
and
figure
remember when
this
they
out.
asked, tell them you took my golf clubs.
We can work this. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
all right. Let me tell you my bank story real
All these
quickly.
Hummels.
This is from an MP. He was in the military police. Just came to our closing. He was a seller. I said, well, what's the most interesting stuff you've had? He goes, well, I had a bank robber. Took out the first bank, and then took out the second bank, and then brought all the cash he had stolen back to the first bank
to deposit it.
to deposit it.
Yeah.
And the shop teller saw the numbers on it and caught the guy. So
That's
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, yeah.
What
My
a
dad's
stupid-
store in
I know.
Somerville, there was a break-in, and I remember I was in teenagers, and I drove with him to the store. The Somerville police called, and he had to go back to the store. Somebody had.
Were you involved in the robbery?
No.
Oh,
But
okay,
I
all right,
went
all
with
right.
my dad.
Oh, okay,
It,
all right.
it wasn't that late. It was around midnight or so, and I think I was doing LSD or something. And I just come home, so it was something to do.
That tracks. Sure.
It's like 1972.
As
I
soon
don't
as
know.
you said it wasn't that late, it was,
So we get to Somerville, and the front door is completely smashed in, and there's a trail of blood, okay?
Oh, boy.
That goes from the door, where the guy ran through the door, went all the way to the back to the pharmacy, got the narcotics, and then the trail of blood all the way back.
Yeah.
Down the stairs. It was snow. Down the stairs.
Was there an
It went-
arrow
it went
pointing?
across Broadway, Somerville, down Medford Street, all the way.
Really?
And then it stopped at a bar room. The cops just followed the blood, and there was a guy sitting there with a big bag of stuff selling it at the end of the bar, loaded out of his mind. Who wants Valium? Like that. They arrested him
That's
like
crazy.
but this
Crack
is
policeman.
unbelievable.
Really?
I don't know why they needed my dad to. He had to call somebody to board up the thing and everything.
Yeah.
And I helped him clean up the mess and everything. But
Any issues in Charlestown? You guys never have any robberies in Charlestown.
Oh, no, just
Not
murder.
that happened in Charlestown.
Just murders.
No, yeah.
that's where the robbers come from.
Right.
They don't rob. their
Nothing we
own
can talk
neighborhood.
about. Yeah.
Now there are a couple instances of bar fights and
There's a couple?
gunplay
Yeah.
Big
in
gun-
the bar,
yeah.
and then the body's dragged outside, and the police come
Exactly.
and go, "What happened? I don't know. It
I
happened
don't know.
outside.
It happened
Right.
outside. No, you can't have it happen inside.
No, there's a lot of
Because
paperwork.
then they look at
Yeah.
everything. That's like the other day they found that dentist in Milford or Milton or
Okay.
Milford.
Yeah.
There's a guy practicing
Oh,
dentistry
yeah.
in the back of a convenience
At the
store.
convenience store.
Yeah.
So you're going
they
in
were
for.
only in there for a health inspection for the convenience store.
Yeah.
That's because they sell like hot dogs or something, or
yeah.
rotisserie
Yeah,
or tacos or something. And they look in the back and say, "Why is there a dentist chair in the back here?" You know what I mean? So they end up finding that. It's
He's
like,
going to go to jail.
So what was he actually
He
doing?
should. He was
Yeah.
practicing dentistry.
He was practicing.
Yeah, he's
Well, I
a
guess he's a
dentist in
dentist, but-
Guadalajara or something.
Yeah, out of country or
Oh,
whatever.
wow. He
But
probably
they
had a lot
say-
of clients.
They
Yeah.
did, because he was giving them out like a pack of bubble gum. Like,
Right, right.
Well, that's
whatever.
what was causing all the tooth problems.
Yeah, I
was the
know,
gum. They'd
I
sell them
know.
the gum.
Yeah.
They'd get a cavity and they'd have to come back and have it fixed.
But what they-
That's just entrepreneurial
You're a marketing
spirit.
genius
Yeah,
down
it's-
here, aren't
it's,
you?
it's
They were
just-
concerned about people's health. Like, you know what I mean?
It
Well, yeah,
seems like they,
infections and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
They
but
can kill you.
I'm sure his clients were also illegal or
yeah.
not here.
Or didn't have
documented.
insurance
have
because they're
anything.
Yeah,
illegal.
Right.
So
yeah.
they give them $100 to pull a
tooth.
tooth or
Sure.
something. You know.
oh boy.
They're pretty,
What
pretty
happened?
inventive.
What happened to the American dream?
Of
There's the spirit.
spending $6,000 for the
The
same thing.
spirit, sure, of
right.
course.
All right, what else you got,
All
Richard
right.
Carter?
Well, we haven't gotten through the open houses. I'm surprised. We got a little bit to get through before
Look
the
at
end
all
of the
the
show.
pages.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got a lot.
He
So
actually
open houses.
prepares this whole script.
When you're leaving an open house, you're supposed to pretend you're on the phone, so people think that you're chatting with
Yeah.
someone else.
That you should do when you're walking out of a mall, too.
Right,
Or,
Right.
Right.
or
So-
if you're not, like, you just don't want to engage with someone sketchy because you're like, oh, hold on a second.
Yeah.
And
Right,
then,
I've
right.
never understood that tact because someone would just take the phone and go, "Yeah, she's gonna have to call you later. I'm kidnapping her.
and while I have you on the phone,
Where do you live?"
and send us $1 million to get this one back.
What do you do for a living?
And you should also have like a handful of people that, not a handful, but a couple people that know where you are, like
Yeah,
like
always.
your location.
I mean, your
No, that's-
office
Yeah.
and stuff.
Did you read my notes?
No,
You guys are pretty good. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
you
so-
should. These are just common sense.
I know,
things.
I
You
know.
should practice this in everyday
so
life.
when they don't
right.
hear, when you don't
Right.
hear from, like if I don't hear from my mother for 3 days or 4 days, I can at least say, oh, she's in Brookline.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So she's fine. Well, she could be dead, but
She hasn't moved in a while.
So that's a good point. Phones have a lot of stuff on there now. Even if you're not in Wi-Fi, distance, there's an
They can
emergency.
ping it or something.
oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, they can. My
Like,
daughter
it's-
knows where my phone is more than I do,
Right.
and she lives in New York.
right.
Honey, where's my phone? It's upstairs, Dad. All right, thank you, sweetie.
Some of your promoters of your shows might want to get that, like the guy in Chicago.
Right.
Yeah.
He could have pinged
Because he
you.
could have
Yeah.
pinged you at like 10 hours before.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
said,
yeah.
Or when your show is going on and you're on your couch in Charlestown,
Charlestown,
he
sure.
might have been
Yeah.
able to
Yeah.
get tipped off of that.
Yeah.
All right, so if you're doing private showings, so those are, when someone
Now,
calls
what's a
up,
private show?
Someone calls up and says, I want to see this house.
Yeah.
Make an appointment?
Make an appointment.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So never go into attics, crawl spaces, or garages.
Good point.
Unless you
could
want
be trapped.
Right?
Unless you
What
want
might
to.
be your thing. I don't know.
Well, if they say, can I see the attic? I say, there's the stairs. Go
Exactly.
ahead.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I want a private showing of the house. Do I have to wear pants?
How about those? How about we didn't talk about that one in years where we had the two brokers.
Oh,
One-
yes, we talk about it every time.
Oh, I love that story where they inflated the
Yeah.
listing price so it never gets
It
sold.
would never get sold because they were
they-
canoodling.
they canoodling, yeah,
In the master bedroom of like a $1 million house.
Yeah.
The wife says, "How come this thing isn't getting sold?" Oh, I don't know.
And how come I have to keep washing the sheets?
All right, show everything as much light as possible. I know that's obvious, but
Like
people
a
might
jewelry store.
not. Huh?
Like
Yeah.
a jewelry
Yeah,
store.
yeah.
Have the right lighting.
Yeah, exactly. Just have everything lit up before
Now,
you have
do you have
everyone
any
there.
showings like at nighttime?
Well, they're frowning on that.
In the winter, it gets dark at 5 o'clock, and
Right.
a lot of people can't come till
You
like
do the
6, 7
weekends.
o'clock at
Right.
night.
Do
Right,
the
right.
weekends.
I mean, you think about how vulnerable a real estate agent could
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
If they say, well, I'll meet you at the property, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
And he could say, me and my wife are coming, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Which
yeah,
would
yeah.
kind of make her feel different,
Yeah.
I think, or
Sure.
make her feel safe. And then he just shows up and she whips the door open. Oh, yeah, my wife's on her way.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know what I'm
You
saying?
mean people lie?
Yes.
Oh, I think it's getting
What?
worse and worse. and
I
worse.
definitely think that.
COVID's done people in. I think.
I
Don't you
definitely
think
think,
it's
that
really
it's a very
the last couple of
serious.
years?
We're kind of joking around, but it is a very serious
It
thing,
is.
especially
yeah.
for our real estate agents, because without them, who would we be?
I know.
Right.
We want to keep them safe.
So related, I think you hit on that. You're supposed to have a safe word too. Like if you
Oh.
call and someone is, I don't know.
You
I guess-
feel creepy about something.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Which we should all have anyway. So you guys got to plan your safe word.
My safe word is dominatrix.
I would think you'd need a safe word from dominatrix.
Mine is keep going. Hasn't worked out yet.
It's like you hear about these people that go out on dating, like a dating
Yes,
website.
right,
Yeah.
right.
And they tell a friend where they are
Yeah,
or
yeah.
where they're going.
Yeah, yeah.
And then if the date's not going
The
well,
phone rings.
The phone rings. Like she'll text and
Right,
say,
right.
"This is horrendous."
Please call me.
Yeah, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
you pretend.
Yeah,
Oh, my mother's sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
mother just fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I gotta go. So
yeah.
Well, that's related
It's
to
my brother,
next
the
one.
FBI agent.
my father, the head of mafia, he wants me to help him with a hit. I gotta go.
Have your excuse ready related to that.
Right.
So have it if you're an agent, have it all worked out. Well, I can only be here an hour. My supervisor's waiting for me. If I'm not back in an hour, he's going to
And the
yell
other
at me.
thing is, a friend in the car.
Yep.
Even if you
Yep.
like say
Yeah.
a real estate agent doesn't have to bring another real estate agent, they could bring their husband,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Or they
Oh,
could
yeah.
bring a friend.
You know what they should bring is the bankers all want to be at the open houses anyway. Make sure they bring
Do
the
they?
banker.
Banker,
Yeah,
yeah.
They want to give out their cards to,
Yeah.
get
Oh,
the
yeah.
applications and
Sure,
bring the bankers there.
You know,
blow up dolls. Those
when
all
my
right?
daughter first started dating, and I don't know if she does anymore.
Date?
Date, yeah. I don't get involved
You
in
don't
that.
ask any
No,
questions.
no.
You don't get
But-
involved because she won't let you get
Yeah,
involved.
exactly.
Exactly.
It's
I
none of
raised
your.
her
You stay in your lane. It's none of your
You
business.
stay in your lane, Tony.
But she has a picture of me, Lou and Topper,
Yeah.
and Frank Santarelli.
yeah.
Just the three of us standing there
Looks like the
looking.
mafia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on
those-
her screen.
On her, she's got it on her phone. I
Lou's-
go, before
Lou's
you
got
go,
that look.
Yeah, I go. just
yeah.
If you ask
before,
her to send me the picture, I might need that.
Yeah. I go, just before you go on any date, just go, this is my dad and his two friends. That's all you got to know.
Right. That's smart.
Yeah.
That is
Actually.
smart.
Yep.
As long as Frank doesn't have that little gleam in his eye, he has that.
He's
somewhere.
always standing there like this.
Yeah, no, he looks like a mob guy.
He does.
He does look like a mob guy.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't look like a mob guy.
He plays a mob guy all the time.
I know, but when he's sitting here in his pajamas,
Oh, yeah.
it is really difficult for me
I
to
know.
see the mobster.
I know.
in him.
The last one with the SpongeBob's.
I know.
Yeah, just
and
didn't do well here.
and him just laughing his head off at
I know.
everything he said.
All right, we said that. Have a safe word. Have your excuse ready. Carry less. Yeah, just don't bring. I don't know why. What's with the big
How about if we
Well,
all
because if you have to run, you don't want to have to.
Yeah.
I brought my barbells with me.
I got the perfect solution.
What?
Naked house showings.
Yeah.
Everybody just shows up naked.
That could cause other problems.
But we eliminated one. We got to go one at a time.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let's
you know
try
what I
it.
mean?
Yeah.
Nowhere to hide well, less places to hide stuff. And, everything's out in the open.
Yeah.
It always comes back to that. Somehow
Yeah.
there's nudity involved in our shows.
Yeah, all the
Right,
time. Sure.
right.
And keep the temperature cold. That puts the guys at a disadvantage.
Yes, it certainly does.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about him raping me.
No, he's got nothing the right way. Yeah.
It's everything's
Okay, trigger.
I just cut him out of the water. What was that
Yeah.
Seinfeld episode?
Yeah. I did! George, we got to go.
Oh, boy. We didn't get through Artie.
What?
Can you come back next week?
Let me check my schedule. Sure.
Tony, can you come back next week?
I'll do what I
Kathy?
can. Let me
Are you
check
back?
mine right now.
Next week I will be back.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to be back next week. We're going to wrap this up. I thought we got a lot of information out today.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us
did.
on the Real Estate House Party.
Thank you.
Artie Januario, Kathy H.
Yeah.
Tony V.
Yes.
Thank you.
See you
again
next
for having-
week.
Thank you.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.